Hi,
of what to do.
hi. I have a question about the index funds. You said that index funds track the market. Because like what's happening now is kind of unprecedented. How good will it be at tracking what is going to be a good investment?
No, so what happened is that the index funds are not is not tracking just one particular stock. So it track the whole market per se. So at this period of time, the interest on the funds will going to reflect low, if you see what I mean, because the market has crashed. But
Or the
when you
market is crashing. It hasn't
or
fully
it's
crashed.
well, it is crashing. The
Yeah.
crash is ongoing still.
There
Yes.
we go. Yeah.
So it's what do you call it? It will be reflecting as a low market, but because it's a you are continuously investing or you are holding on your investment over the next 10 to 18 months, it's going to what do you call it? The interest rate is gradually going to come back up, and it will now the interest what do you call it? Your funds build back up in interest and equity and value over the next. It's take probably it's going to track over the next 5 to 10 years. So it's a long-term investment. If anybody's looking for any short-term buy a stock at a low price, sell at a high price, you are really going to have to sit down with a stockbroker or someone that knows the market and discuss it in detail. I do not know that one at all.
Okay. Another thing I can chip in is, you can easily call your banks. For example, I'm dealing with legal in general, so every month they take 80 to 100 pounds off me and invest it in stocks. Again, it's a long, long game, but um, based on them investing in stocks now, they'll be getting these things at cheap and then buying and selling it later. Some people have said, looking at the looking at some of the industries like the hotel industries and looking at the stocks that have maybe gone down but are still sort of okay, not fully crashed. Those are sort of good stocks to buy in the market. Someone also said going to buy stocks in BP as well is a good idea because with all that's going on, they've still stood normal and not really crashed with other companies. So those are the things you look at, in from my understanding. So if you want to start now and say, how do I go into stocks? I would advise you to call your bank if you're in the UK. I don't know how it works in Nigeria, so anyone else can chip in there. But in the UK, you can easily call your bank and just ask them and say, you know what, I want to invest in shares. I want you to take some money out of my account every month. And like Tosin mentioned, it's a long game. It's a long run. If anyone else
Hi,
wants to chip in, please by all means do so.
hi. My name is
Yeah.
Kai, and I just wanted to quickly chip in something for Nigeria.
By all means,
Hello.
start. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So about the stock market, I started like last year, trading, selling, and then buying. And usually you have to go through the Nigerian Stock Exchange if you want to buy, but because of fintech, things are a lot better. So I use this app, wealth.ng,
Can you type it,
to
please? Can you type it?
okay, so it's
So we can.
wealth.ng. Let me see, I'll try to go back to the chart. So I use this app called wealth.ng to
Yeah.
buy shares. They have some selected um, companies that are listed in their on their page that you can buy from. Is there a way I can display my screen? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
To share your
I'm
screen.
trying to figure it out so that I can show my screen and just show how it works. And they have the option for treasury bills there, and then some agri investments that you can do for like 6 months and get money from. So basically, for Nigeria, that's how I have been investing in stocks. So you have banks, stocks, you have banks like Access, Union Bank, you can buy in their stocks, First Bank, and then you have like Dangote Sugar, WAPCO, Unilever, and basically that's how I've been investing in
And how
stocks.
have the stocks been doing so far? Has it been profitable? Has there been a loss? What's your
Yeah,
feedback?
it's two ways. It's been profitable, and then there has been loss. And the thing about the site is like when you join, you're assigned like an investor who advises you. So the thing about it is that I always check like constantly because I have on my phone to see how the trend is going, whether to sell or to buy. But basically, I'll say because I've been doing it for a short-term period, not exactly long-term. I've just been trading to make money and then invest back, and basically that's how I've been doing. Not long term.
Okay. Thank you, and thanks for sharing your experience. Anyone else wants to chip in?
Yeah,
Hi
my name's
guys,
Shola.
it's Faith.
I'm here in the UK. Sorry. Can you hear
Yeah,
me?
go. Hey, hi
Yeah, so
there. Hi there.
there's a similar app in the UK as well. It's called Free Trade. So where it's pretty much short term, long term stocks that you can invest in if you choose to.
Jojo,
So
can
it's
you please
just
can you mute everyone, please? Sorry. So yeah, go ahead, Shola.
yeah. I said there's a similar app in the UK as well. It's called Free Trade. So it allows you to buy and sell shares, but you pretty much control it by yourself. I have only recently started doing as well, so I really don't. I mean, so far I've made a few profit, but nothing significant at the moment. But shares are a long-term investment anyway, so I wasn't hoping to make any kind of gains short-term. So, but if anyone
Okay.
was interested, it's a free app on the. And I use an iPhone and it's free on
Okay.
there. So it's probably on Google Play as well. But yeah.
And how much do you need to go into these things? So some people would say, "Oh, I can't go into shares. I don't have the money." What's your advice, just based on
I
you
mean,
stuff?
for me, I started about 3 months now. Every month I put about 50 quid into it. So I mean, so
Okay.
it's nothing major. You can put in as much. There's a limit of 4 grand a month or something on the app, but
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it doesn't have to be, and that's just because I'm just dipping my toes in the water because I've only just started, so I don't want to take any big risks right at the beginning. So yeah, you can
Okay.
add as little as and you can control. You can choose to pull out at any time as well, so you're not tied in for a long term if you don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right, thanks for that, Shola. Any question? Anyone wants to chip in? Any questions? Any?
There's some yeah. Well, Shoka. This is okay. Sorry, go
Oh,
ahead.
hi, okay. Go ahead.
I think someone wanted to say something. They can.
Okay, who was there? Sorry, I could. Who wanted to chip in?
It's Shoka.
Oh, okay, sure.
Can
Go
you hear
ahead.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my experience is, a little limited. I've been doing it in the US for some time now. There are essentially two options. If you want to go into the stock market, you could be looking for short-term or long-term goals. Long-term is mainly just buying stocks and keeping them. Short-term, you're looking at things like day trading, buying options, and things like that. With the day trading and buying options, there's a lot of research and stuff that goes into that. It's literally almost a full-time job if you want to start doing day trading and buying options, because you have to research extensively these businesses and what they're trending, what they're doing, what new products they are doing, who's about to buy them, things like that, to figure out what you're buying and if you should buy and when to sell. So that's for the short-term goals. For the long-term, it really just involves investing in businesses that, one, you can get at a decent price, and two, have a bright future. Now, that involves more research, but obviously not as extensive as if you're just trying to go, short term. Now, the thing with that is, for example, this whole pandemic we have right now, a lot of companies are low. Some companies have lost 80% of their value, and some even more. Like now, industries that I have been looking at are like tech,
Yeah.
pharma, food, let's see. And I've also been looking at things like that have backing. So, for example, I look at a company that has backing from someone like Warren Buffett.
Okay. What can you explain why you look at that with Warren Buffett? What are your reasons?
So, for example, I know that if Buffett is going into something, he's not going in there to lose money. That's one. Two, if the company suffers too much, he would do something to bail it out, bring it back up, something like that. Now, I just heard about something, and I'm going to do the research probably this weekend. It either hurts the rental company or Avis. But one of them is actually Buffett has a lot of stock in there, and there's a rumor that he's going to take it over.
What stock? Can you type it so people can see and research as well?
Yeah, let me see if I can
type some of the
it.
stocks you feel people should research and look at, and possibly, throw in maybe a couple of hundreds or a couple of 50s if they have. When I say 50s, I mean pounds and dollars. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll put the chat in. I can't really see the chat window right now, but I'll put it in before I look at. But essentially, just researching this company will kind of give you an idea of where they're going. Right now, there's a number of companies that are, involved in this whole pandemic. For example, I bought some stocks in Abbott the other day. Abbott is a company that does rapid tests. That just got approved by the FDA.
Okay.
Feels like that. It's just a lot of research. And like somebody said earlier on, it's a long game. So even over the last 2 weeks, I've been randomly just buying little by little in some companies. Some of them have gone down below where I even bought it. But I know that
it's going to go up.
It's going to come back up.
So, for example, Coca-Cola stocks in Coke has gone down. Is this a good time to buy? People are saying they should wait till it continues going down. What are your advice in terms of these sort of companies?
That's a company like that. We know that Coca-Cola is not going anywhere. That's one. Two, nobody really knows.
Jojo, can you freeze? Can you mute all please?
Yeah, so we know that we don't know when it's going to hit bottom. You don't know what that. So what I would say is, if you do your research and you can figure out, what, let me buy, stocks today. Maybe if next week, if it goes down some more, buy 3 more. I wouldn't buy it all at once.
Okay, what apps can people use for, say, US stocks? Are you advised?
I use apps.
Can you type it?
But I use both Robinhood and Stash in the US, and Stash. I started out with Stash, but I realized that there are some stocks that don't carry, and they don't let you trade option. So I moved to Robinhood lets you trade option, and it has a wider bucket of stocks you can invest. So generally,
okay.
Sometimes use
the line is really bad. Not hearing you well, but thanks so much. Just to allow others. Anyone else wants to chip in and advise? We have about 8
Hi,